Fast Friday this afternoon. It is currently just past 4 o'clock in the east, and we are going to get ready for the first time in IHOP Cup Series history, a multi-car qualifying session here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. There you see drivers walking their cars. Joshua Leanbatch walking to his newly designed Interstate Batteries Toyota. Alvin Alonso walking to his Sunny D Ford. Daytona 500 champ, WUB Network, walking to his car, signing a few autographs. And first off, weather is a little unusual for Las Vegas standards. Typically it's sunny, literally no rain on the racetrack, no clouds. It is actually surprisingly overcast, and pretty windy. Wind was playing havoc in the 2 practice sessions earlier today, which Caleb Hoffman dominated the first session, and the second session went to his teammate in the 18. So the Joe Gibbs cars could be pretty strong this weekend. Possibly. Now, here is the qualifying format. If I can find it. Each track that is 1.5 miles or bigger will have 3 rounds. Road courses will fit under the 1 mile or smaller rule. Super speedways will also be classified under this rule as well. Super speedways at Daytona and Talladega, with the exception of the Daytona 500. Because we all know how that went in the Cup Series. There will be 3 rounds. Round 1 will be 25 minutes and set positions 34 through 25. Round 2 will be 15 minutes and set positions 24 through 13. Then the final round, which is 10 minutes long, will set the first 6 rows. All cars can make as many attempts at getting their best lap as they need. If an accident happens, a spin, or somebody taps a spin where it's dangerous, a red flag will come out. And the red flag will also show the end of the session, or when the timer goes off. If the timer goes off and you are on your lap, you are allowed to finish it. Hi everyone, I'm Mike Joy alongside Darrell Waltrip and Larry McReynolds, and welcoming you to a 5th season of NASCAR on Fox IHOP competition. Today here on FX, qualifying is going to be pretty interesting. And with these multiple cars, a lot of guys were kind of coordinating today in the previous 2 sessions earlier today on their laps. Unfortunately, some cars were holding other people up and got a couple people upset. You see Alvin Alonso and Nate Sherman were having a bit of a discussion going into the garage earlier in the first session, early this morning. So it could be a pretty possibility that qualifying could be as exciting as it's been. Now, history is going to be made. Here is the first round of the qualifying session today at Vegas for Sunday's Cobalt 400, coverage will begin at 4 p.m. Eastern with the Pizza Hut pre-race show. And the 25 minutes will start now. Now, right here, keep in mind, these engines are starting up. Everybody doesn't have to make a land rush now. As you see right here, the 7, Chris Washer, is coming out toward the back. So is the 43. The 4 maybe will be coming out as well. Now keep in mind, in qualifying, regular blend rules apply. This means you have to stay below the line until you get to turn 2. Otherwise, your lap will not count. You will stay below that line. See the 7 car beginning to get up to speed. The 18 is coming out, and so is the 6 and the 24. See those cars leaving pit road now. Green flag. Ag for the 7 of Chris Washer. His lap is on the clock. Hunter Miller, his egg is going to enter the track now. New for our broadcasts this year here on NASCAR and FX, especially when we do the qualifying sessions, our qualifying shows. One side of the screen, you'll see the car. Up top, you'll see the leaderboard, and remember, top 24 will advance in this round. And you'll see on the other side of the screen a map showing all the cars that are on the racetrack and making a lap. They will be shown in green. Cars that are slowing down will be shown in black. And cars that are currently warming up, like you see the 24 now, will be shown in yellow. Currently, Dylan Merwin sits as the quickest car on the racetrack. Right now, there are 13 cars. 4 more we're currently trying to follow. Now, with this strategy, if I were you, what could you do? What would you do in this situation? In these situations, would you run maybe 3 or 4 laps, get some data on your tires, and be good for the round, or would you try to make as many runs as you can? As you see, the 6 and the 88 got a problem here on the back. This was coming up to speed. The 6 has looped it around. The 43 is pulled off pit road. He's currently 7th quickest out of the cars that are running so far. Dylan Merway is currently fastest. Caleb Hoffman just took now. Jacob Tube currently is sitting on the top of the board. Everyone's going to try to do everything they can to make a run in this session. Now we see a mass exodus of cars coming off pit road. See the 48, the 20, the 11, the 3, the 17, 14, 41, 16, and 3. All these cars are currently trying to make basically a mass exit. Here, 6 did get going, just to clarify. And there are a few more cars that are peeling off now. I see the 19, the 7, and the 24 down on the apron coming to pit road. Jacob Tube is quick. Is the quickest of the field so far. Here in Bud Pole qualifying from Vegas. Peyton Beasley is currently on pit road. Wasn't able to keep going. He lost the control of his car and is throwing. Is currently down on pit road right now. So there are currently 18 minutes left in this session. Now on the top part of the screen, now the 18 just took the lead. Bring it in this time, bring it in this time. In this time. In this time, bring it in. See the 18 shutting the car off. Dropping down to the apron. Now 6 is going to go back out. They let the tires cool off. There's some cars that are plumb behind. I mean, Caleb Hoffman, Jacob Tube, and Dylan Murway, they're so far up. They could just run this round and let the rest and just sit out the rest of the time. But some case, you see the 43 is coming back out. To improve his time, he's currently 18th quickest. Updates from the garage. The 25 car is currently has not made it out to the staging area for these cars to come out. He has not made a run, neither is the 83 or the 29. They are in the penalty, currently dealing with inspection issues. So far, 31 cars have run. See the black 16 of Brendan Little driving the Ortho Fire Ant Ford this week. Ortho stepped back at sponsorship from being a primary sponsor last season to being a sponsor for 14 races this season, and Lilly Diabetes taking over the rest. Tell you what, there was a car several laps ago that was borderline out of control. That, my friend, would be the 3. Let's look here. Look down in turn 3. I really don't have the footage at the moment. Oh, there it is. It is here. You see, there he goes. Like the 11 got him loose. Inside, come in. Min, this is your lap, then pull it. This is your lap, then get in. Whoa. Jonathan Morrison was looking to improve his bubble time. He was currently sitting 24th with in this session. Well, now with that lap, he fell all the way to 27th. A few more cars are pulling off now. The 20, the 16, and the 48 just completed their laps. They are laps. Steve just got on the radio. Earl just got on the radio, and Chad got on the radio and told his driver Nate Sherman, "Bring it in. Save your tires. You are currently fifth quickest. We will not go out another lap. We will save our tires. Do our rest of our teams are doing. The 5 will be coming in a moment. The 25 has not paid his lap." So possibly a little bit of strategy played by the Hendrick guys here in this qualifying session. Mike, I talked to Chad Adkinaus this morning about his opinions on the new knockouts qualifying session. He says they're going to be pretty exciting. Interesting to see how strategy is going to play out for all these teams, especially with multiple cars and the possibility that somebody may slow up your lap on accident, or if they're mad at someone, they may slow it up on purpose. Because we got 12 minutes left and got a car sideways on pit road. That is the 25 who looked like spun sideways as he was coming out of his stall. Already an entertaining qualifying session. 33, 15, 9, 29, 83 will not run this round. So they will be starting 34 through 29. While the 15 ran a lap, he's currently sitting 29th quickest, slowest of the 31 cars that are currently running right now. Well, 30 cars. 30th slowest is the 56 car. When you get cold tires that sit out for that long, there's times where you just gotta be a little careful when you pull out, not hit the gas like that. Good thing he was on pit road, not on the racetrack during his warm-up lap or during his green flag lap where the car snaps around. Jonathan Morrison currently 23rd quickest. That's why you see the 10 car coming onto the track now. Blake Dillon is now currently sitting in 23rd, one above the bubble spot. In 24th, held by now held by the 43 of Joseph Lombard, who is still running on the racetrack. This is his 5th lap out. You see him there with 21. That's why Joseph Lombard is back running another lap. Oh, wow. Looks like some couple guys, as the 25 is coming up, down here the Nellis straight away. The 10 came up a little earlier, possibly. Oh, damage on the 2. Car as he was coming up. As Blake Dillon was coming up, up the coming up, he grazes the left front of the 2 car. Oh, that was almost deathly close. Remember, blend line rules typically during these, when the races are green, the blend line that drivers come back up is just when you get off turn 2 at most of the oval tracks. Road courses, it's like driving down a highway. You go when it's safe. '88 making his run out. The 78 coming down pit road. Remember, Daytona 500 winner, currently 7th quickest. Looks like he's going to pull in. Actually, the 88 is not going to go. He's going to sit at the end of on pit road, until the session ends. Could be an interesting strategy. So, you see the 5 came back in the garage a few months ago, but then came back out, ran a lap, came back in. Guessing the 88's going to not go out. He's going to turn it back around here with 7 to go here in the first round of WUB Cup Series qualifying at Vegas. So far, it has been predominantly the Dylan Murray show. It's laying down blistering speeds using the new tire compounds they had this weekend. Some harder tires. Rules package allowing these drivers to try to take multiple grooves on restarts. We're going to see consistent side-by-side racing. Side by side, still there. Side by side, still there. Clear. Guessing the Hendrick cars are employing pretty good strategy since all of them are inside the top 10. They're just going to sit out this round. The 3, 27, and 30. 3 to 31 are on pit road now. The 27 just is falling behind them suit. Plus, the brakes go off. Jonathan Morrison is 21st. Bernard's Cup Series is 15th. And Hot Wheels 44 is 29th. Is 27th currently. They're going to use this time to let their engines cool off. 31 does not have a lot of time to let his engines cool because he's 3 spots below the cut line, which is currently being held pretty strongly by the 25. Five right now. The 11's beginning to pull in. Going to pull in, shut his car off. And the 19's going to fire his engine. He's going to come back out. So is the 31. Scattering these cars are currently being Right now, as this track changes, it's going to get more grippy. A lot more grippy as the track's usually cooler. Tomorrow is rumored to be a little bit of warmer weather. As you see, the two Penske cars are going to call it quits this round. Jackson Hunter, 9th quickest. Zox Moon, 11th quickest. Right now, if you got guys like the Hendrick guys, the 24, 48, 5, 88, they're well in the top 10. They could probably just sit out the next round. This round, and some of the couple of the Gibbs cars, like the 18, the 78, or probably just sit out the next round. The 20 is going to have to go out, and so is the 11 here in a few. They're slated to go out in a few moments. As you see them rolling out. Just over 3 minutes left in this session. Wow, Derek Lewis with a big jump right now. These cars are currently moving pretty fast right now. Now, a lot of these guys are rolling in, just allowing these engines to cool off. You see the 4 doing the same. He is currently second. Because look who just took the top, surprisingly. The number 1 of Grace. Nope. Cale Hoffman just took that spot from the 1. As you see right now, we're 18. Terrible lap. You got loose big time off too. On his warm up, time the 20 to maybe give him some space. Some space in the 1. See that car beginning to travel over the bumps. You see a lot of the sparks are beginning to shoot out of the 18 cars. He was traveling over those bumps, and wow, that's big time sideways. That time by, he was 19th of the 24 that advanced. He's going to do another one. He is he's going to be doing another lap here in a few moments. Here, gather back up, bud. Gather back up. Gather it up, JL. Gather it up. See the 18 Interstate Batteries Toyota taking the green again. So far, there's only 3 cars on the racetrack. And the 17 just shut down. See the 20 car going by him now in the Dallas Air Force straightaway. Oh, that's partially why, too. It's so windy that it just plays with these drivers. So much. Now, when these guys get loose, you hold on to it as much as you can, but usually with the wind and the way these cars in the package are set up, the car, at that point, it's like trying to hold on, trying to stop a buck and a horse. Right now. See, the last 2 cars are pulling. 17 is pulling in. The 20 finished his lap. And that is it. For the first ever IHOP Cup Series knockout qualifying round of 1. Zaxby was 15th, bumping the 17 out, and unfortunately, due to efforts, Jonathan Morrison gets in by 1 inch. Right there. He held on by this much. That is tight. To advance. Joseph Lombard did not. There you see the 24 that do advance. There's these are the 9 that do not. Joseph Lombard starting 25th. This Sunday. Now in this round, there will be 15 minutes. There's going to be a little more people getting jostling for position coming out. Especially between drivers trying to get to pit road first, be the first guy out. Question is, with the bigger track in the future and them introducing group qualifying, the likelihood of guys sitting and waiting, especially at tracks like that when we get to Daytona and Talladega, everyone's gonna wait with their buddies, teammate or manufacturer. And you see the 24 cars that are lined up now. Jonathan Morrison barely on into that next round. And I mean Barely. Got it. Anyways, round 2 starts right now. Currently not many people going yet. See the 24 this time. It's going to be the first person out to try to break the awkward ice that was close to 2 minutes of waiting. Going off of 4, the 6, 17, and the 2 are also finishing their laps. The 48 and the 4, so is going out. All the Gibbs cars are coming out together. And the only person, like what we talked about in the break, the only person in that group, sure, he may not be a Hendrick teammate, but for Dylan Murway is. See him racing, trying to get onto the track side by side with the 18. Back with the 18. Now, Jacob Tube is currently quickest. As we look at our Fast 5, so far it's mostly Fords and 3 Fords and 2 Chevys. That being the 24s. Oh, that just changed. 3 Gibbs cars just knocked 3 cars out, and looks like Caleb Hoffman is going in for more. You see currently the 78 is the one that wants to advance. These are the cars that have not run. They're not attempted to make a run yet. There are the cars in the background. Currently, 78 jumps up to 6th. Now this puts Apollo Moon in a mildly dangerous position. Zox Moon, see, they're coming across the start-finish line now. 16 and 21 behind her, side by side. And 1 in the wall and in the grass. It is the 55. And the wall, boys, in the wall. Caution is out. Hit the wall pretty good, boys. Hit the wall. We're probably done. Get it back up. We hit pretty square. This just threw a wrinkle into everything. See the red flag coming out? And let's take a look at what happened with the 55. The car just stepped out. Out off 4. The wall slammed the wall pretty good. The timer is going to be stopped with 9 minutes in the session. The cars that had their laps affected, well, there are only 3. 1 was going to begin his lap. There are 6 cars. Yep. Shame, we had a good piece too. Just take it to the garage. We're done. Cars toast. Boy, that saved the 88 right there. He still currently sits in 12th. And see the 55 going behind the wall. Word is they're going to roll out a backup car. There are a couple more cars joining the line. There's a third line in the middle being made. Guys, it looks like it's Daytona. It is not Daytona, guys. As the clock started back up. There are currently 8 minutes remaining on the clock. Jacob Tube still sits the quickest, and Peyton Beasley, man, he's quite the surprise, actually. He's sitting up there in second right now. The 11 is also going to get his lap. He is coming past the Nellis straightaway now. The 2 and the 4 are also doing the same. You're on board the 4. Definitely an interesting session for sure. So far, Peyton Beasley is thinking of the 11 has officially jumped to second with an impressive move. So is Nate Sherman, Dylan Murway, and Apollo Moon have all jumped up to second. Now this currently puts the 42. The 14 is currently the bubble guy. And we just got to report that Jake Basinger, the car that hit the wall, will not continue this session. He will be starting 24th on Sunday. These are your quick 12. Let's confirm that Jacob 2 will not be running the rest of this session. Neither will be the 88 or the 4. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. KFC Cup Series is sitting in 12th. Alvin Alonso, Caleb Hoffman, some of these guys. I mean, Caleb Hoffman, he showed a lot of promise in round 1. As you see, the 2 cars, the 5 just knocked the 14 out of the top 12. Now the 14, as soon as that happens, is at the end of pit road and is coming onto the track. Now Peyton Beasley in the 6 is coming back out. Zoix Moon is officially jumped up to 4th. Grayson Alcebdo is jumped into 11th, which means Caleb Hoffman is coming back out. Definitely getting interesting. here as we close in on the final 4 minutes of this session, of this round. Now the sun's beginning to poke out above the clouds here. Up in turn 2, and the wind's beginning to die down. The track's starting to warm up. Now is where we're going to see some guys kind of start playing with the grip. The grip right now, the grip level currently was low most of the session. Cloud cover is peeking out. The 2 car just took the lead from the 24. So did the 19. Just dropped Caleb Hoffman, bring him back to the top. Now the 5 and the 17 are out. The 6 down on pit lane. He basically dropped from 6th all the way to 15th. With the way these guys are jumping in and out. Hunter Miller sits 13th. He is making the run now. Peyton Beasley is pulling back in. He is currently 15th. As you see right now, slowest of these cars, unfortunately, is the 3 of Jonathan Morrison. He is currently slowest of this group. Currently, the session is. Cars are on pit road. Several cars are ready, like the 18, the 78, are basically on race, along with the 1. But there is no activity on the track currently. Well, until the 78 just fired up his engines. So is the 1. They are getting ready to wait to the end of pit road. Coming up on minute 50. The question is now, do you wait? I wait a little bit, but now when it gets down to about a minute, you can probably get about a couple laps. Wait about, oh yeah, I got plenty of time. I'm going to let my tires cool at the end of pit road. Maybe try to see the 18, saw the 18 pull out behind the 1. Maybe to pull even with the 78. Maybe allow him to cut a bit of a break. There is a minute 15 left on the clock. And there it is. 78 making a move. The 18 and the 1. Minute left. They got plenty of time. They can get 1 lap in. There are 50 seconds left on the clock. Top 4. 70 is ready to begin his lap now. $23 seconds. He's left on the clock. And here we go. 18 just entering turn 3. 78 making the run. one on the bubble. This is going to be exciting here. Time is up. Remember, these cars are allowed to finish their lap. If they start it and the time runs out. Second, fifth, and eighth. Then these are going to be your final 12 cars who are going to be fighting for the pole in the 10-minute round in just a few moments. There you see the grid being filled in. These are your 12 elf cars. Would we see a possibility of a smash track record? Seen crazier things in these qualifying sessions. Peyton Beasley with a surprising run at Vegas. And when he qualified, that was impressive. Like that. Now we have 10 minutes to make a run. If you're one of these 12 cars, what are you going to do? Are you going to go out immediately or are you going to wait? And the clock starts right now. Nine minutes left on the clock, and not one car has moved. I sense some strategy. I mean, these cars are currently sitting at the end of pit road. Right now. Mind there, you can see more of these qualifying sessions on FX now as we're show you the rest of the weekend while we're waiting, unless a car decides to move. That tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern is IHOP Cup Series final practice from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And then with coverage beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern is Busch Series qualifying for the Sam Stam 300. Then at 4 p.m. Eastern is the Sam Stam 300. Coverage can be seen over on Fox. And then also tomorrow, Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, the Cobalt 400. from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Joshua Leanbatch won that race, and some crazy developments happened in that one. Could he go 2 in a row? Who knows? Tune in at 4 with the Pizza Hut pre-race show. And there are cars moving. These guys, as we get more and more comfortable with these new rules, they're going to try to play with them a little bit, try to push it. We should possibly see the earliest they can go. Clock has started for these drivers. The 19 has crossed the line, but 6 minutes on the clock. Fireman still on the stand. Just over 6 minutes left in this session. Going off of 4, Eric Gamer surprisingly is going to shock us all. Not. He's quickest. Caleb Hoffman just a few tenths behind now. Jacob Tube is up top. Just under 5.5 minutes left. Jacob Tube sits the quickest now. Zoex Moon with her lap just jumped to the top of the board. Now Nate Sherman has done the same. Which means so far the currently 12th quickest car is the 88. Well, the slowest so far. Now Caleb Hoffman is back up top. So you see 22, 88's gonna pull in here. Yeah, he's pulling in. He's done. And so is the 18. Looks like he's probably gonna pull in here. He's going to shut the car off. Just about 4 minutes left in this session. See some cars beginning to shut down. Caleb Hoffman is the quickest. The 1 is beginning to stop his lap. Just under 4 minutes left in this session. Today, 9, well now 8 cars. The 20 is pulled off. Now you see the 19 is quick. Now 24 is gone back to the top. Just under 3 minutes left in this session. There the 8. Currently 8th quickest is the 11. Looks like he's probably going to be shutting it down. See him dropping down. Jacob Tube still sits the quickest. Caleb Hoffman is second. Off of 2. There's the 78 coming by, the 19 going by, and the 24 who got the pole by about a good half a second. He's probably going to pull off here in this last minute. Minute and a quarter. The 18 is coming back out to improve his time. This is your current top 5. The 18 is coming out. Less than a minute left. Left in this session. And the timer has stopped. Now the question is, did the 18 start his lap? Keep going, bud. Keep going. They're gonna let you finish. They said it. Nope. They're gonna say they're gonna let him finish. Through 3 and 4. He's tracking good. He's tracking up. Oh, and tracking into the wall. And he is going to be starting 12th. And Jacob Tube has just hit the jackpot with his first ever pole at Las Vegas. Caleb Hoffman is the outside pole. This is Jacob Tube's second front row start of Season 5. He's got some strong cars. These are the unofficial results of the round of 12. The third round. Congratulations to Jacob Tube, who won the pole. While we're here, let's go ahead and send it over to John Roberts over here, who's outside the track with NASCAR trackside. Send it over to John Roberts and Jeff Hammond. John, take it away. All right, thank you, Mike. And what an exciting day for Vegas. Is first time in history there's a group qualifying session in a NASCAR Cup race. Yeah, it was interesting. A lot of strategy being played. Great opportunity. Job by the Hendrick cars and the Gibbs cars. Each put all their cars in the round of 12 through all 3 rounds.